That's kind of always been the thing with, I think it's always been the thing with talent acquisition, but it's just, I think it's even more important now because it's just moving so quickly. So to come back to the skills and the task and all those kind of things, I think that's kind of a fascinating way of looking at things. Talk us through a little bit about how that sort of works in practice. What is it that employers should do? The employers that you work with, how does that actually kind of pan out?
Well, first of all, I think organizations have to ask themselves that same question, right? Are we in a place where we recognize that, and again, I'm going to use this archaic term, the war on talent, if you will, right? Are we in a good place to be able to fill the jobs that we know exist today and the skills are not there? Or the jobs of tomorrow or the tasks of tomorrow that don't exist, right? Did we have roles 5 years ago that were going to focus on Gen AI type of applications? We didn't. So now that they are here, how do we ensure that we are organizations and enterprises that know how to get that work done by dividing it out into various different skills and or tasks? So I think every organization needs to be thinking about that. And at the C level, the C-suite level, certainly they are. They are.
Yeah.
I wonder how much is being discussed beyond that C-suite, right? How are you bringing in the organizations down to those people who actually hire around the fact that these skills may not exist today, the tasks may not exist today. Let's look at our hiring plan a little differently to say these are the types of tasks that we're going to need to get done. These are the types of tasks that we can automate with AI and Gen AI types of tools. And then this is the type of work that still needs to be get done, whether it's thought leadership or of course, management type of capabilities to identify that level of task and then look at those skills that are comparable to maybe what exists today, but even more importantly, what doesn't exist and how do we close that gap together?
And I suppose that also means that you can think much more holistically about skills and talent. So it's almost like, what can we automate? What could we get an AI to do? What can we buy or borrow an AI to do? What's a full-time job? What's a contract job? What's a gig job? It's kind of also, what do we need to train people to do? It's a much more kind of holistic way of thinking, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. I would agree with you. I also think that when you're looking at things of bringing in Gen AI and I think you and Rona were talking about it earlier. It's here, right? And it's going to either enhance and some things, unfortunately, it is going to replace right what people do today. But also, I think it's going to enhance our ability as thought leaders or as managers to be able to focus on those high value things that we need to do and allow for some of that automation to take on some of the day-to-day operational tactical type of things that maybe Matt, you and I don't want to do anyway.
No, absolutely. I think I've read quite a lot sort of over Christmas. I think that the Christmas period, everyone decided they were going to write an article about AI agents because it was just like literally this stream of stuff that was kind of coming at me. Some of it was very good, some of it I wasn't quite so sure about. Some of it was obviously written by ChatGPT.